Good morning, everybody. My name is Chris Wilson with Modified Independence. This is 7 Minute for Seniors. I am so delighted to be here with Wendy Ungaro from Ortega Memory Gardens,
Ortega Gardens
Ortega,
Memory Care,
Ortega Gardens Memory Care
right?
on Timuquana Road here in Jacksonville.
hmm
Um, so I've been coming here for a couple years now for West Side Senior Enrichment Council meetings, and it's just a beautiful facility. And we get an opportunity to talk to you about the facility and what you do here, and get to know you a little bit too. So I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Chris.
Um, so let's start with the first question. Who is Wendy Ungaro?
Who is Wendy Ungaro? Well, as far as professionally, I've been working with seniors for the last 15 years or so, maybe a little longer. I love my seniors. I've been here at Ortega Gardens for the last 5 years. I love my dementia residents. I've told people that it is a calling
Mhm.
to take care of people that need you so much, but what a rewarding and blessed endeavor it is. So that's me professionally.
Who are you personally?
Personally,
Yeah,
been married 35 years to a wonderful man. I have 4 children. I'm an empty nester. So
it's
now
a
my
great feeling, isn't it?
children, it is. So now my children are 3 fur babies,
Mm,
Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, and they're adorable. And they come to work with me. I almost brought one today,
yeah,
but ran out of time. But
yeah.
anytime you come here, you may
There's
see
a
them.
there's a dog gate back here. There's a dog gate over there.
Yeah, I have a dog crate
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We're a very dog friendly community. So a lot of us bring our dogs. We also have pet therapy that comes in, and a lot of the families bring their dogs in to visit their loved ones.
And I imagine that's something even with a memory care setting,
hmm
it's something that kind of never goes away. There's
hmm
something about the domesticated animals that we keep in our homes that
hmm
people I think people find comfort in.
Makes their hearts happy. We're very unique in that we have 3 different neighborhoods here that um, really can pinpoint the needs of somebody with dementia. So we have one neighborhood that's for mild dementia, another neighborhood for moderate dementia, and the third neighborhood for advanced dementia. No more than 20 people in each one. So we're the right size where they can find a good friend and also not be overwhelmed by a lot of people, a lot of navigating, a lot of personalities. It's just the sweet spot for somebody with dementia. And in line with the whole dog thing, I brought one of my dogs into the third neighborhood one time, and we have, by the time they get into our third neighborhood, it's advanced. They're not really speaking much. And I put my little Cavalier in this one lady's lap. She looked at the dog looked at her, and she said, "You have beautiful brown eyes." And that just made
Oh,
me so
geez.
happy because it reached her in a way that
Yeah,
nothing else could.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Even familiar faces or
Mm-hmm.
situations or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fascinating. The human brain doesn't cease to amaze me. You know
Absolutely.
how there's still
Absolutely.
just it's like two wires that
Mm-hmm.
are disconnected, and all of a sudden something makes them connect, and
It does.
and all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden it comes back. You
And
know.
I tell people all the time, just because someone has dementia does not mean that they don't have their smarts anymore,
Mhm.
or they don't have a personality anymore, or there aren't things that are meaningful for them that they still need to participate in. So we try to find what that is that they love, that was a passion in the past, and try and redo it in a way that they can still have success with it. So for instance, if it was a teacher that comes in and she was a teacher her entire life, that made her heart happy. We might try and gather some people together, maybe even bring in staff with children to come in and let her teach something very simple, but that is still meaningful to her, to this little group. Whatever it is that made their heart happy. We have somebody who was a professional gardener. His family, through no fault of their own, was keeping him inside because he also had begun to wander, which
Mm,
unfortunately happens with dementia. So he was stuck inside, which was not his happy place. His happy place was being out in the garden. We have, in my opinion, the best garden
you
of
do.
any assisted living in Jacksonville, Clay County, anywhere. And so he came here and was able to be out all day if he wanted to, doing gardening, because
Mhm.
we don't mind how he gardens in our garden. And boy, did that turn his personality around, because he was down, he was depressed.
Yeah.
And that only makes the dementia worse. So, by giving him that opportunity to fall back in love
Hmm.
with his garden, it made a world of difference for
Yeah,
him.
get them out from underneath the fluorescent lights, get them out
Exactly.
in the natural light, get them vitamin
Hmm.
D.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I
Hmm.
know when they're, when they first get diagnosed with a memory issue, a lot of times the doctors will actually
Hmm.
up the dose of vitamin D,
Right.
intentionally to help stave that off. So getting people outside is very important,
Correct.
you know.
The people with dementia tend to be lower in vitamin D. There seems to be a few things that tend to be true for a lot with dementia, and that is lower vitamin D. And you can take that pill,
Hmm.
and it is helpful, but having just a few minutes outside
Yeah.
is really important. So, again, in our gorgeous, huge garden, we try and get our people outside, and we have a beautiful gazebo, so our families can come and have lunch with them, and really have that outside experience. They've also found they tend to have more UTIs,
Hmm.
so we try and really keep them hydrated and push the liquids, which is tough because a
Yeah.
lot of times they don't want to drink, but that's really important. Anxiety also can be a part. They know something's not quite right, but they can't wrap their arms around it. So, tamping down some anxiety naturally by a fountain that we have in the garden, by soft lighting, soft paint colors, soft voices. You're not going to hear some caregiver yelling to another caregiver at the
Hmm.
end of the hall, because anything that might increase the anxiety just stresses them and
Hmm.
increases the dementia.
Yeah, and I know been in meetings before in the conference room, and they're walking around in the garden, like,
Mm-hmm.
checking doors and everything like that, but they're enjoying the beautiful garden,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of free to roam,
Yes, in a safe,
in
yeah,
a
in a
safe
safe
place, so we don't
place.
have to worry about them,
Yeah,
going out and running into trouble. So,
correct.
well, I appreciate you. This has been our first segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. We'll be back again tomorrow to learn more about Ortega Garden
That's right.
memory. And I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day. Feel free to share with everybody how they can reach you if they are caring for someone in their home and considering that placement option.
Absolutely. And I would encourage reaching out. We do run full most of the time. But that being said, if you are in my on my mind because you've reached out, I do try and work with you as much as I can to get you in here. My phone number, the best way to reach me is 904-855-6774. I have an email address, but you're going to have to listen closely to my last name. It is Wendy dot Ungaro, which is Ungaro, at gardensmemorycare.com.
And everything is going to be at the end in the credits, so it'll be there for you as well. Is there a website for the facility as well?
Yes, that is ortegagardens.com.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
very good. Well, I appreciate you. We'll be back again tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. If you're liking the content, feel free to like, follow, subscribe. Feel free to reach out to them. Check out the facility. It's absolutely incredible. We appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thank you.